This is Weirdly Enough, your regular podcast for strange stories and amazing facts, delivered straight to your favorite podcast directory and at weirdlyenough.com. Now, here are your hosts, Andy and Len.
Hello everyone and a very warm welcome. We hope you had a wonderful Christmas and we're into New Year now. Len, how did you enjoy Christmas? Was everything you hoped for?
It was great, yeah. Santa Claus was very, very generous, so
Good.
So it was all good, aren't we?
Yeah, I've been, let's say I'm just messing around with the volume controls here. It's been a few weeks since we've done this, so it's good to get back again. We've got a few good new podcasts coming in the new year, but we thought we'd come out with a short, bite-sized podcast just before the new year dawns. So this is coming out on New Year's Eve, and we thought we'd have a look at the different weird Christmas New Year's traditions.
Yeah.
New Year's traditions that happen around the world.
You see, this is something I don't know much about.
Yeah.
I mean, I know about the thing in Scotland about first fitting and Hogmanay, and that's really all I'll be aware of.
What's that, where you go round somebody's door, the first person to arrive or something?
Yeah. I guess.
Well, there's lots of throwing and smashing things.
Right.
That's a big thing. Yeah, the throwing things. For example, in Italy, people throw old furniture out of their windows to celebrate a fresh start. Decluttering brings them joy, apparently. It's always good to have a bit of a declutter, but I hope at least they keep their bed to sleep on.
I'd be more concerned about people walking about outside and getting hit by a bed coming out the window.
Especially if you're in a big apartment or something.
Yeah.
So another thing I read about in Italy, in Venice, people like to kiss on New Year's Eve.
Right.
It'd be the first kiss in Venice of New Year's, but
so is this like at midnight then, I take it?
Yeah, I think so. But with COVID going around,
might not be such a good idea.
Yeah, only with somebody that's in your bubble, we would recommend. Keeping with the throwing theme though, in Denmark they throw plates around. You might think of plate smashing as a bit of a Greek tradition, but the Danes save up all their unused crockery all year round and throw them at the doors of friends and family. So you throw your plate at somebody's house.
That's all very messy and potentially quite dangerous, all these things.
The more broken plates outside your door, apparently, it equates to how much luck you're going to have throughout the year.
Right.
Yeah, anywhere else people would be calling the police, but there you are. Yes, that's what that means. And in Argentina, they spend the hours coming up to New Year's with their shredder. They get their paper shredder out,
right,
and they make confetti out of all their old documents and bills.
That must be a very new thing, I would have thought. I mean, I wouldn't. That's only been there as long as the shredder's been a thing.
Well, I said the shredder. I think they used to just tear stuff up.
Right.
So they tear up old documents.
I quite like some of these traditions, so I like the ones about shredding stuff and chucking stuff out the window. That sounds quite good.
And they throw all the paper out the window, then all the confetti goes flying out the window on New Year's Eve. Yeah. Right. In the Philippines, they love all things circular at this time of year, and they collect anything including coins, grapes, balls, with each representing success in the year ahead.
Right.
So you collect a circular ball or whatever, and South America enjoy wearing their lucky pants and don colourful underwear to bring in the new year. The colour of the kecks have different meanings, with those looking for love wearing red, and those hoping for a wealthy year ahead opting for yellow.
So these are underpants, not trousers?
Yes.
Right.
Yellow underpants, though. It might be a good thing to wear on New Year's Eve if you were worried about
having too many drinks.
A few accidents.
I know, we probably shouldn't have gone there, but
covers a multitude of sins, doesn't it? In Romania, farmers think it'll bring them good luck to spend New Year talking to their livestock.
Right.
I'm going to eat you in the new year. In Ecuador, people believe that setting fire to scarecrows filled with paper at midnight on New Year's Eve will help them banish ill fortune. That has happened to them in the last 12 months. Some will also burn old photographs that evoke bad memories.
Would you try some of these traditions yourself? Because some of them are quite good.
Some of them are, especially all the shredding stuff and everything. The Chinese celebrate each of the 12 strikes of the bell in Madrid every year by eating a grape for each strike of the bell. And the tradition started in 1909 when there was a bumper harvest of grapes, and farmers were trying to come up with ideas on how to sell them. So, it's lucky if you a grape at midnight. And in both Germany and Finland, the rather unusual custom of lead smelting happens at this time of year, when people will melt a small piece of tin or lead over a candle before pouring it into cold water. The shape produced will reveal the fate of the person in the year ahead. So you have to look at the shape.
But how would it? How would you interpret that?
I don't know. There must be ways. The shape of things foretelling the future is common with people in the Czech Republic. They cut open apples to view the shape of the apple core, and a star-shaped apple core, which most of them kind of are, aren't they?
Yeah.
It says it'll bring health and happiness for everyone at a party, whereas if there's a cross shape in the center of an apple, it'll mean that somebody is going to get ill in the months ahead.
That's kind of put a bit of a dampener on things, I would feel.
And over in the Netherlands, donut-like balls called oliebollen, I hope I'm saying that right, are eaten in Holland on New Year's Eve. This tradition comes from when Germanic tribes would eat the balls during Yule festival in an attempt to protect themselves from the goddess Perchta.
Right.
And in Turkey, do you know Turkey's changed its name?
No, since when?
It's just changed its name recently.
Are you winding me up?
No, it was today I saw.
Oh, by the way, we've changed their name and we haven't told anybody.
Turkey have changed their English name to, it was T-R-K-Y, it's now T-R-I-Y-E. T-R-K-I-Y-E.
Right, okay.
Is that not just still pronounced the same?
Is that not just the same name only in Turkish?
But it's just like, no, this is how we're going to confuse everybody.
Right, and what's the thinking behind that?
I don't know. Don't know at all. We'll have to find out.
They should just call it the Neo-Ottoman Empire and just have done with it.
Yeah.
You know, because that's kind of where they're going, I think.
In Turkey, people who want to attract wealth for the year ahead will open pomegranates, and those wishing to bring themselves luck sprinkle seal on their doorsteps.
What's
salt?
Seal?
Salt.
Oh, salt.
Seal.
Sounds like what?
Oh, I'm going to sprinkle some seal. It sounds like a herb, though. And finally, if you're a lovelorn Irish woman, try sleeping with mistletoe under the pillow on New Year's Eve.
Right.
It'll attract a mate, as they say.
Well, there's one thing I came across. It's not necessarily a New Year's tradition, but it is kind of tying in with mystical stuff and then new things.
Right.
Apparently, right, have you ever... There's a growing thing now where you should... To gain success in life, you should operate with the phases of the moon.
Okay.
And apparently the new moon is the best time to start a new project.
Right.
So there's a new moon actually this Sunday, 2nd of January.
Oh, right.
So if you're thinking about starting anything new, apparently this Sunday would be an excellent day to set down your intentions and to plan stuff.
Ties it all in, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's start planning.
Particularly between sort of about like 9:30 and 3:00 in the day.
Brilliant.
That's like the peak time of the new moon to start stuff, so something to think about.
Get started on Sunday.
And it's like New Year as well, so it's kind of, you know.
Exactly, that's good. I think I'll probably be like walking my dog during that time, but anyway, that's what I usually do on Sunday. Okay, thank you, and Happy New Year to you all. We'll have a couple of brand new podcasts launching from Monday. What's the first one about?
Creepy clowns.
Creepy clowns. Is it Northampton clown mentioned?
No, but it could be.
Okay, we'll have to have a dig. I'll maybe look that one up.
Yeah.
And the other one is Black-Eyed Children.
Black-Eyed Children, or the Black-Eyed Kids.
The Black-Eyed
Kids.
Kids.
Yeah.
Those coming up in the weeks ahead. First one will drop into your podcast directory wherever you get your podcast on Monday morning. Just search for Weirdly Enough wherever you get your podcast and subscribe to get all the latest podcasts as and when they're released. There's the bin men have arrived. Happy New Year to them.
Thanks for listening to Weirdly Enough. Remember to subscribe to get the latest edition as soon as it drops. And don't forget to leave a review. Email us about anything we've discussed or with your own weird tale at podcast@weirdlyenough.com.